Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're a General Hospital fan who has been watching Cain just sit in that wheelchair blinking for months, I have some very exciting news for you today. Because actor Cameron Mathison just revealed exactly when that nightmare storyline is coming to an end. Let's start with a quick recap of where things stand right now. 4 months ago, right after Willow Tate was acquitted for shooting Drew, she attacked him the moment they got home. She injected him with a serum that mimicked a stroke, leaving him completely paralyzed, unable to move, unable to speak, and only able to communicate by blinking. And ever since then, Sidwell has been supplying Willow with that drug to keep Drew locked in. Now Drew hasn't been sitting there doing nothing. He's been fighting back the only way he can. Through his eyes. He tried blinking a distress signal at Alexis Davis about a month into his confinement. Alexis actually noticed and told Willow, but Willow used that information to punish Drew with another injection. Then he tried again with Michael Corinthos, who did notice something was off. But unfortunately, Michael mentioned it to Nina Reeves, who played it off as nothing, and Michael left without raising the alarm. Drew's closest moment came with Elizabeth Weber. He managed to blink out SOS, and Liz actually got it. She got excited. She knew something was wrong. But when she told Nina, Nina alerted Willow immediately, and Willow shut it down fast. She refused to give Drew any communication tools and fed Elizabeth a story about not wanting Drew to feel hopeless. It was a strange excuse, but it worked, and Liz dropped it. That was the closest Drew has come to getting real help. But now, things are starting to shift. Nina accidentally injected the drug into Jack Brennan instead of Drew, which means Drew missed a dose. His finger started twitching, he got hold of a phone, and he was actually trying to call 911 until Willow walked in and caught him. She drugged him again. But that Jack Brennan mistake is significant, because now Carly Spencer is already questioning how two seemingly healthy men both ended up having strokes in Willow's living room. Carly is suspicious, and when Carly Spencer is suspicious, things tend to unravel very quickly. Now here's the part you've all been waiting for. Cameron Mathison recently appeared on a podcast and opened up about the Drew storyline in a way he really hasn't before. And what he shared was both funny and very exciting. First, the funny part. Cameron mentioned that he had been off set for a week, came back to film Drew's wheelchair scenes, and was extremely tan. Now, his character is stuck inside a house, paralyzed. So the makeup team was trying to tone it down. Cameron joked that the writers could just say someone left Drew on the back porch and forgot about him in the sun, which is honestly a little too relatable for this storyline. He also complained about the wheelchair itself, saying it looks like something from the 1940s, and that it's so small he feels like he's busting out of it every single time. He actually said he wanted to buy the show a new one because the current one is that bad. And then he got real about how this storyline has felt from the inside. He said the first few weeks of just sitting and blinking felt easy, but 6 weeks in, he was over it. And after 5 months, he said he was starting to feel genuinely humiliated. That's a strong word, and it tells you a lot about how exhausting this role has been for him physically and emotionally. But here's the great news. Cameron said he pushed for a meeting with the producers to find out when this was all going to end. He got that meeting, he got his answers, and he confirmed on the podcast that they are about to film scenes where Drew finally gets out of the wheelchair. And those scenes will be airing in approximately 1 to 6 weeks from when he recorded the podcast. So we are very, very close. Cameron also explained the tan situation. He takes a peptide injection called melanotin 2, which helps with tanning and muscle building. He also mentioned some other personal effects of it that we'll just say got a little TMI. But Cameron being Cameron, he was very open about it. And on a more serious note, the podcast host mentioned that Cameron has a stalker situation going on. Cameron confirmed it's a real issue. He filed a police report. He has a PI working on it. And he has a lawyer involved. So please keep him in your thoughts, because that is genuinely scary. All right. So to wrap it all up, Drew's recovery is coming. It is imminent. And Cameron Mathison is beyond ready. After 5 months of sitting and blinking, both the actor and the fans are more than ready to see Drew Cain back on his feet and taking Willow down.